You ever think you know who you are as a person? Like, you are chill, you've got your life together, you are not the kind of psycho who screams at inanimate objects. Yeah, cool. Now try assembling DIY furniture. Bro, nothing, and I mean nothing, will destroy your self-image faster than opening the giant card box and realizing you are about to psychologically profiled by a bag of screws and a 13-page instruction manual that reads like ancient Sanskrit. It always starts so innocent. Oh, I will just build a bookshelf. How hard can it be? I went to college, I can read. This will be fun. Famous last words. Bro, the second you dump out the pieces, you realize you've just unlocked the puzzle from hell. There is like 9 identical looking boards, a handful of mystery wooden pegs, 5 types of screws, each one with a cryptic little symbol next to it, and one sad tiny hex key that looks like it escaped from an elf's toolbox. Bro, you wanna know pain? Just wait till you drop that hex key behind the radiator. And the instruction manual is the real villain. No words, just weird little stick figures performing vague gestures like they are signaling airplanes on a runway. Step 1. Insert part A into slot C while holding board D at a 47-degree angle and whispering prayers to the Norse gods. Bro, why is everything just pictures? Is this a test to see if you are secretly a Renaissance painter? How am I supposed to know what tighten until slightly snug means when I only have 2 settings? Loose as hell and snapped in half. 10 minutes in, you are already sweating, sitting cross-legged in the floor surrounded by chaos. And that one random piece that looks like it goes nowhere. Oh, that's just here to make you question your reality. And the screws, the back says 12, you count 11. And suddenly you are tearing apart the entire apartment, convinced you have accidentally eaten a screw for breakfast. And don't act like you have never gotten to the end, realize there is an extra dowel or some mystery bracket or a whole ass baggy label. For support only. Do not discard. For support? Support of what? My sanity? Because it's gone. I am 45 minutes deep into this existential escape room, my knees hurt, my back's locked up, and the bookshelf is now a leaning tower situation. The manual says it will take 45 minutes, and I'm still on the damn third page and 25 pages left. Bro, you ever tried to assemble furniture with someone else? Don't. Just don't, even if the manual says. But if you want to test the strength of your relationship, try building a 3-drawer dresser together. It's couples therapy with more splinters. One of you is always squinting at the manual, the other one is holding a board upside down, and both of you pretending like you have a clue what you are doing. And when you finally get to the last step, putting on the back panel, it never fits. It's always a millimeter off, like the universe is trolling you on purpose. And by the end you don't even care if it's perfect. The drawers slide out at a 30-degree angle? Whatever, you will just call it rustic. Meanwhile, you are left with a handful of mystery parts, a pile of shredded cardboard, and the deep, unshakable suspicion that IKEA is secretly filming you for a reality show called How Long Until They Snap? Because that's what DIY furniture does. It's not just about building a bookshelf or a chair, it's about breaking you down, layer by layer, until all that's left is a sweaty, humbled gremlin who will never again trust a picture of a smiling cartoon hex key. Bro, you ever stand back after you finish DIY furniture and feel like you have just survived a war? Like you are sweaty, slightly traumatized, covered in sawdust, and suddenly questioning every decision that led you to this moment. Congratulations, you just unlocked a new personality trait. Unhinged, hyper suspicious of anything labeled, assembly required. And let's talk about the emotional damage. There is this moment right after you shove the final board into place, maybe with your foot, maybe with the full body dropkick, and you realize, shit, I think I skipped step 7. Bro, it literally happened to me. I was at page 7 and something was odd. I double checked and I fucking skipped the first 2 pages. I can tell you that's a spiritual crisis. You sit there, holding a leftover metal bracket like it's evidence from a crime scene, staring at your wonky new bookshelf and thinking, is it fine? Is it gonna collapse and murder me in my sleep? And that's when you start rationalizing. It's probably just an extra piece, right? That's normal. They always give you spares for Safety reasons, maybe, I don't know. So you lie to yourself, knowing damn well next time you put a book on the shelf, it's gonna lean so hard you will have to store only pillows on it. And it never looks like the picture. Never! The back shows a beautiful, minimally stable, perfectly level, radiating peaceful energy. And your version? The legs are uneven, the paint is chipped, and there is a weird scratch from where you try to force a screw in with the strength of 10 angry toddlers. And God help you if you bought anything with a hinge. Hinges are evil. They exist purely to expose how little patience and upper body strength you actually have. There is always that one hinge that will just not line up, no matter how much you threaten, beg or bribe it. At this point you would sell your soul for one hex key that fits everything. But what about the instructions in other languages? Half the time you flip the booklet over and suddenly it's Polish, Swedish, Japanese, and sometimes even ancient hieroglyphics. And you are sitting there using Google Translate on a cartoon. Insert peg where? What is this? And then there's the moment, maybe an hour later, where you sit in silence and stare at your handiwork. You did it. Technically. It might not be sturdy, it might not even be safe, but it's yours. You didn't just build a shelf, you built the inner strength to never trust a single box of flat-pack furniture ever again. But the universe isn't done with you yet, because 2 weeks later your friend moves, or you get a white hair to rearrange your room, and suddenly you gotta disassemble the damn thing. Bro, ever try to take apart DIY furniture? It's impossible. The screws fuse with the wood, the boards warp, and the whole thing basically turns into a permanent fixture of your home. And you have two choices, move it or burn the apartment down and start over. And here is the sick twist, you will do it again. Oh, you will swear you won't. You will lie in blood and tears never to touch flat-pack furniture for as long as you live. But then you are scrolling online, see a cute little minimalist desk for $39.99 and the cycle begins anew. Because that's the personality test. How many times you will willingly put yourself through this hell just for the hope of a semi-functional piece of furniture and a fleeting sense of adult accomplishment. And you know the companies are laughing at us? Somewhere out there is a secret boardroom full of IKEA execs drinking lingonberry juice and betting how long it will take before we snap and turn the manual into confetti. Because at the end of the day, assembling DIY furniture isn't about building a bookshelf. It's about surviving an emotional obstacle course and emerging on the other side a broken but slightly more self-aware human being. That's it, I'm out of here.